Hi witches, so blessed be. This is White Raven over here. Today's Monday, so happy Magic Monday to all of you guys. Welcome to the Witch's Lair, witches. Welcome to another Magic Monday. And today, I think it's more magical than any other Monday because I am so excited to share with you this video. Witches, there are things that I get really excited to share with you because I know deep in my heart that are going to help you a lot in your magical life, in your magical path. And today is one of those days in which I'm sitting here and I'm going to share with you something that I truly, in my heart and in my soul, in my core, I know is going to help you in your magical life. So excited to be here today with you. If you're new to this channel, my name is White Raven and I teach magic, witchcraft, what it is to be a witch from my perspective, right? The map of the world is different from everybody. So maybe you may like my perspective. You may learn a thing or two. And I really love to do book reviews. A couple of months ago, Weiser sent me an email asking me if I wanted to review some books. When I saw this book, Witches, my heart just did a whole jump. Ever since I started reading this book about the evil eye this past 2 weeks, I have realized that the evil eye is something that can manifest so fast. I was witness. I saw throughout my week, because I was testing things, you know. I saw throughout my weeks, and I saw manifestation of the evil eye working, not necessarily in me, or in other people, and in situations that were close to me. And I gotta tell you this, which is, never have we been in more need of a book like this than right now. And you guys are so lucky because you're in for a treat. The Evil Eye, the history, mystery, and magic of the Quiet Curse by Antonio Pagliarulo. And Mr. Antonio, if you are listening to this video, please forgive me if I don't say your name a lot throughout this video. Your name is a little bit of a tongue twisting, so I'm going to try to do my best not to kill your name. I am extremely happy, witches, to be here today and talk about the evil eye. This book has about 223 pages. It has 6 chapters, a foreword, an introduction, an appendix, bibliography, online resources, witches, and acknowledgement. Let me tell you, this book is loaded. Loaded, witches. Before I proceed into the review of the book, I want to talk a little bit about Antonio Pagliarulo. The truth of the matter is, witches, that I did not know who Antonio was prior to seeing this book. And I am so pleasantly surprised that there are so many fresh things out there in magic. You know, last time we reviewed Laura Davila's book on Brujeria de Rancho, a brand new author. And Antonio Pagliarulo, by any means, he is definitely not a new author. He actually has some books under his belt. None of the books that he has out there pertain to magic, but he does write magic in different platforms. Right now, I know he is in the Wild Hunt. He has a beautiful website in which he has a lot of articles that you can read. He has been published in the Washington Post, NBC News, the New York Daily News, Religion News Service, and the Wild Hunt. And according to this book, he has been schooled since childhood in the Italian ways of folk magic. His practice draws from paganism, Roman Catholicism, evil eye magic, and the tarot cards. He holds a BA on sociology and he lives in New York City. You can visit his website, and I strongly recommend for you to do so, at antoniopagliarulo.com. I think I'm doing pretty good with the name. All right, witches, so let's get into the meat of the book. So excited. We're going to start with the foreword. And I gotta tell you this, which is the foreword is written by the one and only Judica Iles. I strongly suggest for you to read that foreword because Judica speaks of the evil eye in that particular way that only Judica Iles can do. Judica Iles pretty much opened the door, right? She receives you in this book and she opens the door for you to just enter into the world of the evil eye. Really cool, short forward. You're going to enjoy it, especially if you love Judy Gailis. In the introduction of the book, we get to meet the author in a little bit more personal level. He's going to tell you the relationship that he has had with the evil eye growing up since childhood. And he also is going to share with you beautiful memories with grandma, which was someone who used to remove the evil eye from people. So let's jump right away into chapter 1. Defining and demystifying the evil eye. In this chapter, we will be discussing what is the evil eye for people and how it's seen in different cultures around the world and throughout time. The author is going to explain to you something really important. The 3 ways in which you can get the evil eye. You need to pay a lot of attention to that because a lot of the times it's on our fault, which is our own fault. Is the evil eye only a human problem? What else can the evil eye affect? You're going to find out this in chapter number 1. You know, I love how the author described the evil eye in this chapter as the quiet curse. And that is the wickedness of the evil eye. It lurks in the shadows all the time. And you know what? We are all born with the ability to cast the evil eye on people. It's innate, which is, you're going to learn about that starting in chapter 1. In this chapter, the author is also going to teach you the logic and the science behind the evil eye. You will not only know the folk of the evil eye, but you will understand the logic behind it. Chapter 2, History, Origins, and Traditions, which is, this chapter is so packed with research. And let me tell you something, witches. Doing research takes endless hours. And not everybody can do good research out there. It takes endless hours and a lot of hard work from an author to gather all this information, to plaster it here in these pages for you to have. We get all these hours of hard work and they are served to us in a silver plate. So I hope you appreciate what the author has done in this second chapter. In this chapter, we will explore the presence of the evil eye in different cultures throughout thousands of years, witches. Like, for example, the evil eye in Christianity, the evil eye in Hinduism, the evil eye in Islam, the evil eye in Judaism, the evil eye in Latin America, the evil eye in Greece. And as a matter of fact, speaking of Greece, in this chapter, the author is going to enlighten us with the power of saliva against the evil eye. This is a very interesting chapter. It's not necessarily going to be just like hands-on magic, but this is going to be so much information that you are going to acquire. Probably something that took him many hours of hard work for you to have, which is chapter 3. And I gotta tell you this, when you start reading chapter 3, that's it. You're done. You're not able to put this book down. So I'm warning you right now, when you start chapter 3, make sure that you have the time to read the book because it's impossible to put down. So in chapter 3, we're going to be talking about amulets, talismans, and how to ward away the evil eye. There's so many amulets out there, which is to ward up the evil eye. It's just not the Nazar eye. There's so many things. In this chapter, Antonio Pagliarulo is going to introduce you to a variety of amulets and talismans used around the world to ward off the evil eye. I learned so many new ones. And listen, I knew a lot of them already, but there are so many. And the beauty of this, witches, is that the more you know and the more you see, you will find one that is going to relate to you, that is going to pertain to you, that you're going to feel comfortable with. Because a lot of witches believe different things. I have witches that are Christian. I have witches that are pagan. I have witches that are atheists. You know, you're going to find an amulet in there that is going to speak to you and you're going to be able to use very comfortably. Something that I found very useful in this chapter is that Antonio Pagliarulo speaks of the different colors of the evil eye beads. There's the blue ones, of course, and then you're going to see green ones out there. You see red ones out there. You see different colors. So he's going to tell you what the different colors on the beads represents and what type of evil eye they will ward off. Right? So for example, if you have green evil eye beads, they pertain to prosperity, of course. So this is something that you may not know, and now you're going to know with the information of this book. In this chapter, the author is also going to talk about the red quartz, and this is something that I put in my Facebook yesterday, my red quartz. This one came all the way from Israel. They're easy to get. They're in Amazon. if you want to know what they're for, you have to read the book because everything witches is in there. And the author is going to finish this chapter by teaching you how to make your own amulets and warding off devices. I particularly love the hand and circle. You may find the one that you really love and that you will use from now on. You will also get warding techniques that you can do every day to protect your home, your vehicle, and so many other things. Things that are easy, witches, that takes seconds to do, but now that you're aware that you can do in order to protect yourself. Chapter 4, how to diagnose the evil eye. We're going to start this chapter with symptoms and signs of the evil eye. You will have an extensive list of physical and psychological effects when the evil eye has been cast on you. The author also will address manifestations in nature, manifestations in your surroundings for you to recognize when you are under attack. The author then will teach you methods on how to diagnose the evil eye. And there's going to be different ones, and you'll choose again the one that you're going to feel comfortable with. Me personally will definitely use the tarot to diagnose evil eye either in me or in a person. Because of this chapter, I also bought this. Italian cards, very excited to have them. But you will also have some Catholic methods, the egg method. A lot of you guys are very familiar doing egg magic, pagan methods. And of course, a very popular method of water and olive oil. And last, this is so delicious, witches, you are going to learn how to decipher who gave you the evil eye. So wicked. Chapter 5, how to cure the evil eye. Which is, you have what it takes to not only protect yourself from the evil eye, but also how to cure it. Before you do that, and I want you to pay a lot of attention to this chapter, the author is going to share with you 3 very important points that you must have very clear before you start removing the evil eye, especially if you're going to start removing evil eye from other people. Please make sure to pay attention to those points. They're really important. Once you are ready, this chapter is going to offer you a list of saints that you can call upon to assist you in removing the evil eye. I personally love the ritual of Saint Therese of Lisieux. I hope I'm saying all this correctly. It's in the book. I really loved it. It's the cross roses spell. It really talked to me and I loved it. And that's probably the one spell that I'm going to be doing to remove the evil eye whenever I feel that I need to use it. There's also going to be prayers in this book. I personally really like the Ben Porat Joseph prayer. It's a Jewish prayer. It's a prayer that you can do before you go to bed. Whenever you feel like the evil eye is manifesting in a lot of anxiety. I really love that prayer. That prayer is going to be in the book. You have all this, and which is some of these prayers are ancient prayers. I hope you value the information that you have in this book because it's really, really good. There's going to be psalms that he suggests for you to deal with different types of evil eye. And of course, you're going to have a list of rituals for you to use and perform to get rid of the evil eye. I'm telling you, this book is so packed with information. I don't even know how this author got to put all this information in 223 pages because this book is loaded witches. Something that you're going to find extremely useful in this book is a list of herbs and woods that you can burn to get rid of the evil eye. Well, let me give you an example. You can use rosemary to get rid of anxiety and so on and so forth. He's going to give you examples of different herbs. So you're really going to benefit from that list that he's going to put in this chapter. And then the author is going to finish this chapter with the evil eye pantry, which are going to be things that are a must, basic things that are a must that you need to have when you're actually casting out the evil eye. Chapter 6, how to cast the evil eye. You know what, witches? I really appreciate authors that, in Spanish we say, no tienen pelos en la lengua, you know? They're not afraid to speak. I appreciate the authors that have the guts and the bravery to share with others that for most look like a bad thing. In this chapter, you are going to learn how to cast the evil eye yourself. And why should you do it? Because witches, and in the words of the author, instead of becoming a victim, you retaliate and advert a bomb that someone else was willing to drop into the middle of your life. You choose which. Those are the 6 chapters of this amazing book. We're going to finish then with the epilogue, which is a beautiful, heartfelt message that pertains to our ancestors. Make sure to read. In the appendix, you are going to learn how other cultures call the evil eye. Things that you never knew, now you're going to know. And then you're going to have the bibliography with all the books that you can continue your research on the evil eye. I think my tabs should tell you that I devoured this book. I'm going to tell you my opinion on this book, which is when you have your favorite author describing this book as illuminating, you have to stop and you have to pay attention. You need to acknowledge. You want to read this book. This book was not only a lot of hard work, but also a labor of love. It takes time, it takes dedication to gather the information that we have in this book. This book is going to provoke in you a lot of thoughts. You're going to want to do your own research. This book is going to elevate your knowledge and it's going to benefit your life as a witch. You're going to be empowered because now you're going to know how to protect yourself and how to protect others. This is going to be one of those books that it's going to be my go-to all the time. My go-to, my go-to, my go-to. You think that being a witch, you know all these things. Witches, you never stop learning when you are a witch. This book, I recommend 100%. This book is a 10 out of 10 book. This is one of those book witches that you must have in your library. The Evil Eye, History, Mystery, and Magic of the Quiet Curse by Antonio Pagliarulo. Thank you so much, Weiser, for sending me this book. This book has made me a smarter witch. Thank you so very much, Antonio Pagliarulo, for the time and effort that you put into this book for me to be safer in life. For me and other witches to have this knowledge that has been handed down generation to generation to you. And now you're gifting this to me. Appreciate this from the bottom of my heart. And I am honored to review this book. Book is 10 out of 10. Make sure that when you finish watching this video, you get into this book. You will definitely be grateful you did. And that's it, witches. Thank you so very much for being here with me one more Monday. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Remember that you can visit me in Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. Check out the website. I have good things coming up. I am so excited with so many things that are coming up in the website, whiteravenandwitcheslayer.com. Thank you for your support. You guys are so badass. And if you have any question, please email me at layerofthewitch@yahoo.com. Keep those emails short, witches, short. And other than that, witches, you must stay so very smart because knowledge is power. This is what I mean with that. Knowledge is power. But above all, witches, with all that knowledge, you need to discern and you have to stay so very wicked. Bye.